Success isn't about doing something once and hoping for a miracle. It's about refining, repeating, and amplifying what works. This principle, known as strategic replication, is one of the most powerful ways to build wealth and create massive impact. Whether it's expanding a business model, franchising, or scaling an investment strategy, those who master replication can multiply their success exponentially. But not all growth is equal. Many entrepreneurs find themselves stuck in businesses that demand their constant attention, unable to break free from a system that relies entirely on them. The key to unlocking exponential growth isn't just iteration, it's intentional iteration, where each cycle builds on the last in a structured, strategic way. Let's explore how strategic replication works, why it's the backbone of some of the world's most successful businesses, and how you can apply it to scale your own ventures. The mechanics of strategic replication at its core. Strategic replication is about taking a working model and expanding it. This can be done in a variety of ways, including duplicating a proven system, franchising, licensing, or opening multiple locations. Imagine owning a single coffee shop. Now imagine turning that into a chain with 50 locations. By documenting every step of operations, how to brew the coffee, train employees, and manage inventory, you create a blueprint that others can follow. That's exactly what Starbucks did when they scaled globally. Building a repeatable sales process, scaling through paid advertising, automated marketing, and hiring sales teams. Consider a digital marketer who starts by running Facebook ads for one client. If the campaign succeeds, they refine the ad copy, target audience, and funnel structure, then replicate the same process for other clients. Over time, this becomes a predictable engine for generating leads and closing deals. Leveraging technology, automating and productizing services to create digital assets. A consultant might spend hours coaching clients one-on-one, but if they record their sessions, turn them into an online course, and sell access to thousands, they've effectively replicated their expertise at scale. Reinvesting profits into new iterations, compounding success by reinvesting earnings into growth. Think of Warren Buffett's approach to investing. He doesn't just let his money sit idle, he reinvests dividends and capital gains into more opportunities, compounding his wealth over decades. The challenge with replication is that it's not automatic. It requires an understanding of systems, delegation, and refinement. Without these, attempts at scaling can collapse under their own weight. Dialogue. Lessons from a mentor picture sitting across from Alex, a seasoned entrepreneur who built a multi-million-dollar tech company. You ask him, "What's the secret to scaling?" He leans back, sips his coffee, and says, "It's simple. Don't try to do everything yourself. Find out what works, write it down, and teach someone else to do it better than you." He continues, "Most people fail because they think scaling means working harder. No, it means working smarter. Build a machine, not a treadmill." The myth of the one and done. Success story. One of the biggest misconceptions in business is the idea that a single success is enough to sustain wealth. Many entrepreneurs believe that landing one big client, selling one great product, or making one good investment will set them up for life. But in reality, sustainable wealth comes from repeating and refining successful actions at scale. Case study. Real estate moguls versus small landlords. Take real estate as an example. Buying one rental property and collecting rent each month won't make you wealthy. Sure, it provides passive income, but it's hardly life-changing. However, consider John, a small-time landlord who decided to think bigger. He bought his first duplex, renovated it, rented it out, and used the cash flow to finance another property. Then another, and another. Within 10 years, John owned 50 properties. What made the difference? He didn't stop after one deal. Instead, he created a repeatable system, acquired distressed properties, renovate efficiently, rent strategically, and reinvest profits. Each property added to his portfolio, creating a snowball effect of wealth. This is how small-scale landlords transform into real estate moguls. The wealth isn't in one deal. It's in the ability to replicate the deal repeatedly at scale. Dialogue. Breaking down barriers, imagine talking to Sarah, a real estate investor who went from broke to millionaire using this exact strategy. She shares. I used to think I needed millions to start. Turns out, I only needed $5,000 and a plan. Every time I closed a deal, I took what I learned and applied it to the next one. Mistakes became lessons, and successes became blueprints. She adds, people get discouraged when things don't work perfectly the first time. But here's the truth. Perfection doesn't scale. Progress does. How Alex Hormozi used strategic replication to build a 100-mem-plus business. Alex Hormozi, a highly successful entrepreneur, didn't build his empire through a single business. Instead, he leveraged strategic replication to multiply his success. His journey started with a simple gym business. But instead of just running one profitable gym, he created a repeatable system for growing gyms quickly. He then turned that system into a business that helped other gym owners succeed. Rather than stopping there, he took the most valuable part of that process, client acquisition, and built a marketing agency around it. Then he scaled that agency into a portfolio of businesses that help companies grow and acquire customers. Today, his brands generate over $100 million in revenue, and he teaches other entrepreneurs how to scale using the same principles. Hormozi's success wasn't about one gym, one marketing strategy, or one lucky break. It was about taking a winning formula and scaling it across multiple industries. Deep dive. Scaling beyond boundaries. When asked about his philosophy, Hormozi explains, if you solve one problem really well, chances are someone else has the same problem. Solve it again. And again. Pretty soon you're not just solving problems, you're building a movement. His advice? Focus on leverage. Don't just sell a product, sell a system. Don't just serve one customer, serve thousands. Don't just run a business, run a network of businesses. Business models that thrive on strategic replication. Several business models are designed for strategic replication. Some of the most effective include 1. Franchising. Turning a single business into a scalable brand by licensing systems and branding, e.g., McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. For instance, Ray Kroc didn't invent fast food, he perfected it. By standardizing processes and replicating them worldwide, he turned McDonald's into a global powerhouse. E-commerce and digital products selling digital assets like online courses, templates, and software that can be replicated endlessly, without extra effort. Take Pat Flynn of Smart Passive Income. He creates online courses and podcasts, reaching millions without needing to recreate content daily. Lead generation and agency models, creating repeatable systems for acquiring customers and selling them to businesses. For example, SEO agencies use automated tools to rank websites higher, then replicate the process for hundreds of clients. Subscription-based businesses, offering a service with recurring revenue, where growth is tied to customer acquisition and retention. Companies like Netflix and Spotify thrive by delivering continuous value to subscribers, ensuring steady cash flow. Real estate syndication, scaling from single properties to large portfolios by pooling investor capital and replicating successful deals. Syndicators like Robert Kiyosaki have taught countless investors how to pool resources and buy commercial properties together, spreading risk and maximizing returns. Each of these models has one thing in common. They all allow for systematic, repeatable scaling. How to apply strategic replication in your business. 1. Find what works. Identify the core process, product, or system that delivers consistent results. Ask yourself, what am I already good at? What brings me consistent wins? Document and systemize. Break down every step of that process so it can be replicated without you. Create standard operating procedures, SOPs, for everything, from answering emails to fulfilling orders. Delegate and automate. Hire teams, implement software, and use automation to remove bottlenecks. Tools like HubSpot, Zapier, and Trello can streamline workflows, freeing you to focus on high-level strategy. Expand with intention. Scale gradually and test each iteration to ensure quality and efficiency. Start small. Test your system locally before going national or even global. Leverage capital for growth. Use profits to reinvest in more assets, marketing, or talent to fuel expansion. Reinvest wisely. Don't chase shiny objects. Stick to what's proven to work. Scale smarter, not just bigger. Strategic replication isn't about growing for the sake of growth. It's about building something that can sustain itself, multiply efficiently, and generate wealth without consuming all of your time. By mastering this process, entrepreneurs can shift from chasing single wins to building scalable systems that create long-term success. Whether you're growing a service business, launching a product, or investing in real estate, the ability to iterate and expand strategically is what separates those who hustle endlessly from those who build lasting wealth. If you want to create financial freedom, stop thinking about one-off wins and start building systems that can be replicated. Success isn't a one-time event. It's a process you refine, improve, and repeat at scale. A call to action. Imagine standing at a crossroads. On one path lies endless hustle, trading time for money, and never quite achieving true freedom. On the other lies a future filled with scalable systems, passive income streams, and limitless potential. Which will you choose? As Alex puts it, you don't have to be extraordinary to get started, but you do have to get started to become extraordinary. Now go build something worth replicating.